You're standing in my shade, aren't you? You don't have to sit in my shadow. You can come out. Hi, welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Sean.
I'm Jill.
And today we're going to continue the removal of the interior of the Bronco Badlands. Now, the last couple weeks we've been going through removal of the interior and installation of the Dynamat, which they sent to us to try out. So far, I've loved it. It's pretty easy. It's all pre-cut stuff. The only thing is you have to take off the panels, obviously, to be able to install the stuff. So what we're doing is doing a separate video for the removal of the interior sections. Cargo section was the first part, the doors was the second, and obviously the last piece is the remainder of the interior, which includes the seats, carpet, center console. I think that's it. We'll find out.
Lower part of the dash.
Yeah, lower part of the dash where the center console comes in contact. But we're looking forward to it because we want to see what's underneath it. Plus, we want to go through it in depth and part by part to let you guys know what to expect, what you need to remove, what you don't need to remove, and how it's removed. Obviously, you're not going to pry off a clip or a panel one way when it's going to break. You have to pry it off a certain way or pop it off a certain way or remove it with screws, clips, or so forth.
Yeah, and we will tell you what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start tearing it apart.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
So right now we're going to remove the front seats, obviously driver's side, then the passenger side, or whichever you want to do first. There are 4 connection points for the seats that are bolted to the floor. There's 2 in the front and 2 in the back. The back are actually easily accessible. You don't need to pop off any panels, where this one right here you do. There is a panel right here. If I can show you.
There you go.
There's a panel right here.
That way you can get in there.
This right here you'll have to pop off, and I'll show you what it is once I get it off. That's it. So it's a couple clips, alignment pins, and it shows the bolt right there. Now once we get the other one off.
Which size are the bolts? 13?
Yeah, I believe they're 13. I will verify once I get it on there. Okay, before I go any further, I do want to show you guys, since this is the electric seats, I think it comes with just the leather seats. It has the electric controls, obviously this right here. What you need to do is, first I'm going to roll it forward, or maneuver it forward, angle, so it doesn't tip over. And there is a connection right here. So if you guys want to come this way, this is what your connection looks like. Hold it right there, because I can't do this with one hand. There's a red tab, as you see at the bottom. Pull that tab out and it clips. Now there's a black tab right here you got to push in to be able to remove the seat, or to remove the plug. Wiggle it a little bit. There you go. That's it. This right here doesn't need to come out. There is actually a secure point up on the top that actually just kind of pushes into a hole. I just pulled this out just to let you guys know what to look for, and obviously the red tab. Once you push it back in, when it's connected, it locks it in. You can't pull it apart. So push this back. Now, as you can tell, you might not be able to see it, but there are 2 holes in the very back part of your seat bracket. It is the same size. Don't ever take all the bolts out because I don't want it to fall one way or the other. The last bolt I'll pull out when I have my hands on it, or assistance from Jill to keep it from falling over or falling out. Or verify that they're all the same size before I throw them all together. So they are all the same size, we can just throw them all together in one bag for the front seats. Okay. Now to take it out as carefully as possible, I'll set these on the center console. There you go. Set this back here for now. I don't have any plastic on the bottom. Oh, I do. Are those plastic pieces going to be able to come off, or are they going to set straight on the plastic pieces?
I think it'll be okay. Just shut it down gently. Because there's actually pins.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. So I'll set on the pins. The reason I lay it forward a little bit is because if it was leaning back, it would tip over onto itself. So I want to make sure that it stays on those pins rather than on the concrete.
Want to do the front seat? The other one?
Yeah, let's do the time lapse, do the other front seat. That's cool. I never noticed that. It has like little straps here, like little hooks in the back. The things you notice when you start taking things apart, there's little hooks on the back side of this thing, which I never noticed. If you guys can't tell, so you can hook whatever bags or whatever else like that on here. Kind of neat. Oh, I've never noticed. I noticed these. Front and passenger driver's seat out of the vehicle. We are going to put these up now. We are going to bag up the bolts like we did with the other hardware. That way we know where they go, label them, and we'll be right back. For the next part, we are going to remove the floor mats just because they are covering up some of the brackets or some of the covers we have to take off. So this is going to be quick and simple, depending on which ones you have. I'll take that one out when I get over there. Now, as far as these, there is a bolt under this one, and then the two over there. So there's 4 bolts under this, 2 for this seat, 2 for that seat, on the front side anyways. And all this is just clips that go straight out. Easiest way, get your finger in there, pull it out. That's it. Quick, simple, easy. Then there's the bolt right there. This one. There you go. So as these, you got to be careful. You don't want to pry this up. As you can tell, there's a little notch right here. So it goes in like this and then clips down. So when you pull these back parts up, you can just slide it straight out the front. You can tell right there where the clip is.
Yeah.
So there's 2 nuts under here. So 2 nuts and then 3 bolts. Let me see if they're the same size. Yep, same size, 13 millimeter. Now to fold the seat down. Be careful of the brackets. And don't pinch your hand. Now on this, you are going to have to take out that panel in the back, and that is just easily removed. Just pop it up, and then it access to the 18 millimeter bolts in the back. These 2 you can get with a deep well. This right here, however, you're not going to get with a socket, because once you start loosening up, it's going to get stuck right here. Your socket is anyways. What you're going to need to do is get a wrench. And if you have one that has the ratcheting wrench, is good. If not,
sorry,
get some. I'll link some down below if you want to do that. I'll try to find some cheap ones. These are Craftsman. I don't even know if, I mean, they make them, but you can go to your Lowe's. Not that I'm affiliated with Lowe's. That's where I get all these since Sears has closed. But I will try to find some cheap ones on there. Okay. Thank God the sound is going to be down on this part because that was extremely squeaky. I'll leave a little clip in there, but I'll just deaden the rest of it. Absolutely horrible. We went ahead and started looking into what else was holding it down, and the seat is ready to go, but the seat belts, which go through the brackets as well, are holding the seat in place. So on this side, it's just a 13 millimeter, or sorry, an 18 millimeter nut, basically, just like we took the seats off, as well as a, I believe they're on both sides, a 55 Torx bit. Not a 55 Torx Plus. Why they went with something different, I don't know. A Torx Plus doesn't fit, a Torx does on either end. So for these seat belts, it's a Torx Plus. For the seat belts, or sorry, a Torx, 55 Torx. For these seat belts, it's just a 18 millimeter nut. So we'll take these out. So there's the two nuts. When you look in between, there's a cover plate like this that goes over them. All it is just pull it up. There's no clips to it. It's just pull up. It's just pressure fit onto the studs that are there.
Not under tension?
This, no, it's just from where it's sitting at. This right here is under tension. That right there. So this, let this go up, and I'm gonna lift the seat up, put it this way, and bring it out this way. So hopefully, there's a little ring that keeps these from coming out when you go and install the last bolt. It's on there. You're gonna have to pry that back out with whatever screwdriver. You put it in between and pry it out little by little and walk that little retainer out a little bit. So now that we have this loose,
Body shop technicians do not get paid enough to do this. It is a lot of work.
yeah, it's a lot of work doing this, but you know, we're doing it to show you guys what it takes, and if you do want this installed, what you're paying for. So we're doing it because we actually enjoy it for the most part. But let's switch places with Jill and take out the other side. The other side should be easier.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Doesn't have a center thing.
There it is there.
Get this out first. Again, 55 Torx. Not Torx Plus. Why they gotta do it differently, I don't know. One thing with these, see, it has this clip right here. This clip right here will not let you take it all the way out, so it stays in there. So this bolt never comes out. So as you loosen it up, the whole bracket comes up with it. So watch out, if it turns, it catches on something on the inside of the seat, so make sure it sticks this way right here. Okay, so a recap of what you have to remove for get the rear seats out. Way harder than I thought. It's more hardware than I anticipated, but it's not as bad now that you guys will know what's going on. Right now we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 18 millimeter nuts, just like this. These 4 in the back are for the seats. These right here are for the seat belts, but you have to take these off to actually get the seats out. This is holding the seat bracket between the two seats. This one's holding the seat belt. That's the center seat belt itself, this bracket, or the bracket that I had to unbolt. You also have
these here.
Two 55 Torx. Not Torx Plus, don't be mistaken.
Torx.
Torx. Again, for whatever reason, they went to Torx instead of Torx Plus for everything. Guess so you can buy more tools from me. Link down below for all the tools you need for this crap.
Nice segue.
I know. Right in there. Thanks, Ford. But these right here, they're not very tight. These right here were pretty tight. These weren't too bad. Of course, I'm using you're going to have to use a bigger ratchet. 1/2-inch ratchet. Yeah.
So yeah, this is, well, let's use that one. That's the head. So that's how you can tell it's a Torx and not a Torx Plus. A Torx Plus won't fit.
It will have a wider point.
Yeah.
But take those two out because it is holding this side of the bracket as well as, oh, how many are there? 2,
oh yeah,
3 18mm or 13mm bolts.
So that's at the bottom over there.
Yeah. One for the driver's side rear seat,
And then you have
2
one there,
for the passenger side
and
rear
then
seat.
one there.
And then 2 nuts that are 18mm as well to take off. And then you get to take the back seat out.
No, I think these are 13. These are 13.
Sorry, 13mm, yeah.
Those are 18 because they're fatter. These are 13 because they're skinnier.
So as you remove it, beware of the fact that those legs come down. I did scratch this. I will be replacing these with ones out of Diesel's Bronco. He scratches up the back side of it anyways, just for the dogs. But we will replace these with the ones. That one's not too bad. It's really small. The seat, this one's kind of awkward. And when it was tied up, it is cumbersome to try to move it around.
Yeah.
So this right here will be the next section we take out, and then we can remove the carpet. We will go through this as well. Again, we're gonna go back inside, cool off. It is hot out here and humid, and we will list all the tools that we use for the back seat down below.
Okay.
Okay, so we are gonna end the video there. We are under
Tropical storm watch.
So it has been raining off and on. We don't want to be caught in the rain, but we did go ahead and finish off all the seat removal. Now, as you can tell, we removed the seats, obviously the front and the back. We did remove the back half, which we'll link down below of what we did and how we did that. The doors are already removed, and we still have the carpet, the center console, the areas right there, the lower portion of the door jambs, and the or the B-pillars, and then that's pretty much it. We'll be ready to take this all apart. Now with this, we are going to lay the Dynamat down after we get it, kind of show everything. We are also going to go through and show everything once it's been removed of where everything's located for information reasons, for anybody who wants to see what's under all these panels. All these down here, as well as everything there and all the stuff underneath the console. While this one, we are going to tear apart everything on the inside minus the dash. We aren't going to take the dash out.
Just the lower part of it.
Yeah, just the lower part of it. The Black Diamond, which is on the other side of that one, we are going to be removing all the body panels, which is the fenders. We'll probably remove the doors just to see what it's like removing them, show people, and then also the hood, the front fenders and everything. That, we kind of have some body panels coming to replace those. So keep an eye on that. Hopefully by mid-June. That'll be interesting because we'll be installing those and then obviously getting somebody to paint them. We're not going to paint them ourselves. No. We have a guy who's going to paint them. He's a very good painter. I trust him more than I trust myself because I paint like
I've actually worked with that painter,
Yeah.
so I know his work. I know his work very well.
He's very good at it. So we're gonna get him to do that, and then we will be tearing apart the inside of that because I wanted the same thing on this, because we are gonna be changing out this to a aftermarket top, and then we're gonna put this on my vehicle.
The Black Diamond.
Yeah, the Black Diamond. So we are gonna get a paintable top for it.
That means we're gonna have an extra stock top laying around.
Because you know it's going to fall apart eventually. We'll have an extra one just in case. So anyways, hope you guys like this. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We are almost at 3,000. We are 29 away. So once 3,000 hits, we will put up an official video for the giveaway and what you need to do then. Okay. Bye.
Bye.